to my YouTube channel. So today it is a sunny, it doesn't look that sunny here, but it is quite sunny actually, considering the weather we have had. And kind of sunny Saturday, and I thought we would sort the garden out. So the reason why this has been prompted is because I think sorted out. We're just doing a little bit of cleaning really, which I know sounds a bit weird, cleaning in the garden, but when I show you it'll make sense. Because Jake's mum kindly bought us a new little tree, which said she got on offer. So this morning we popped to like I say a garden centre, it's not a garden centre, it's like, well, it's not a garden centre, it's like a bit of everything. And we went there and picked up some new soil and also some pot to plant the tree. And then whilst we were there, I thought I'd clean the outside windows, not the bifolds, but the other ones, because where it's been raining, you can see like watermarks. Also the grass needs cutting. I was also going to clean the like paving a little bit, and I saw the other day on TikTok, I think it was, if you spray like the pink stuff, it helps get like, we've never really had mould on them, we've only had them a little bit, but I don't know whether it's where I've let water sit and there's like a little bit of green stuff. Like mould's the wrong thing, but well, it might be mould, I don't know, but gonna get that up, cut the grass, plant the new pot, the tree thing. Also I need to put the chippings back into the bamboo because one of the bamboo fell over in the wind. It's the one pot we didn't put anything heavy in the bottom of, and then anytime there's like a bit of wind it blows over, which is really annoying. Thankfully the pot never cracks, but gonna do that. And then I thought I would just talk you through some of the plans we've got short term for the garden, and then maybe some longer term plans. Longer term probably be like next year. Unless we're in Austria or something. But yeah, so shorter term plans. I've got the washing out at the minute, but I thought I would show you what I'm planning on doing. So I'll show you some befores, then I'll show you doing it, and then I can show you some afters. Sorry, that was just like the air freshening thing. But I hope you're okay. It feels ages since I've done a video. Like talking, what did I do last time? I think I did I've done a couple of shorts. Last week I didn't feel like, not feeling well, yeah, I just didn't feel well. Like I couldn't pinpoint what was wrong, but I just didn't feel myself. So we really didn't do anything last weekend, and Jake wasn't very well either. So we just had time to ourselves together. But do you know what I mean? Like didn't do anything. But yeah, so back with my cup of tea, back feeling a bit brighter, still a little bit like, I don't know what, something lurking around. Like I don't know if I'm just exhausted because it's the end of term. Teachers and people who work in school will know that. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. So it's warm, it's a little bit chilly, but yeah, make sure you got a cup of tea. Hopefully this will inspire you to do your garden, and yeah, let's get on with the video. I will just show you, wait, let me just zoom out a little bit. You can see my washing, apologies. So you can see, so while it is sunny, it's definitely not the height. Obviously it's not summer, because usually all of this will get the sun. And as you can see, like it hasn't, so the sun's not quite high enough, but our aces have started to come up, which is really good. So what we've got is a pot that's similar to this one. Let me come a bit closer. But square. You can see like I'll have to paint all this, but whether I might wait, I'm not sure yet. I'll see what Jake thinks. So these, I'm going to clean these windows and just the door frames, and then we need to cut the grass. You can see how long it is. So long. Obviously I'll take the washing down before I do that, and then just sweep up. So I've picked the bamboo up, just need to put those back up, and just, you can see there's just like little bits, like it's nothing major. Lovely day, and yeah, so I thought I'd bring you along for the job. So I checked with Jake, and we thought I may as well do the painting, because as I was doing the rest of it, and then if it needs topping up, obviously we can do it. So just started wiping the, I start one job, Jake always says this, I start one job and then do another one, but what I was doing was just sweeping up before I put the paint down, because obviously I was aware when it was wet I wouldn't be like get really close to it. So yeah, so just using the paint that I use before. So I think this is like it's not a white, it's like a off whitey grey colour for the wall. So just touching up there the bits that needed doing, which I think you saw in the before video, just to make it look a bit fresher. And then as I said, if I need to do it again, like when summer actually finally comes, I will do. Also, how nice to see blue sky. So it wasn't like boiling hot at all, but it wasn't freezing either. It was just so nice. I love it when the sky is like vivid blue rather than cloudy. So yeah, let me know in the comments if that's what you like as well.
Keep on
But another thing we're planning to do as well, which to do this summer, but you'll see there's like just above the guttering there's like a wire, so we're going to have an outside light which is going to have the same as the front, so it's like an up down one, just so like if we're sitting out in the evening and it's getting a bit dimpsy, we've got a bit more light there. So yeah, that is another job that we've got to do. And I just moved on to clean the windows and the door. So I'd already done the bifolds recently, so I'll probably do this again when like it starts to get really hot and we've got them open and stuff more. But just doing these ones, these are onto the utility window. And as I said in like the intro, where it had like been raining and stuff, there were like watermarks and things, which is just a bit annoying, it's particularly when the sun shines, because we get the sun shines in the utility room like during the evening when the sun starts to go down, so obviously you can see it and it's just a bit annoying. But just using fairy liquid and a scourer and then the Karcher window vac just to wipe up all the bubbles and stuff. Once I'd done that, I then started to just sweep up the patio bit. So apologies, the camera does look a little bit wonky, I've just realised, but it must have been knocked. But yeah, so just sweeping the patio. I think we got this patio done like August last year, and so we haven't really made the most of it. But what we're hoping to do is put in the corner that you've just seen where I had like the bifold, not the bifolds, the opposite, and where the utility door is, to put some seating down there for us to use, just so we can like utilise it, because as I said, we get that the sun shines there really brightly in the summer in the evening, and it's just like another place for us to sit, or I'll sit there and like read a book or something or have a cup of tea. So it's just nice to make the most of the garden, because we get it all day, so the sun is on the garden in the height of the summer all day, so we are really, really lucky. So that's a plan for shorter term, because obviously I'll be able to get a little chair or something, and I have seen one in the range, but let me know in the comments down below if you've seen any good like garden chairs for us to use. As you can see here as well, I'm just getting rid of any cobwebs and stuff in the corner, and just sweeping up any leaves and stuff, just so it's nice and clean and fresh, so when we're looking out into the window we haven't got loads of leaves. Obviously more will fall down, and it doesn't take 2 seconds just to sweep them up, but it's just a habit just to keep on top of, isn't it? And particularly when the weather's warmer, obviously we'll do it more often, but as we were doing it today I thought I'd do it as well. And I can't believe the amount of cobwebs and the leaves that were caught in them, but yeah, all done, and it just looks so much better. Yeah, as I said, I'm just planning in this corner here to put a little chair and maybe a little table there, so we can just make the most of the sunshine. I just think it will finish the area as well, because obviously we've got that plant there, and just to make it a bit more symmetrical, have something on the other side as well. Then it was time to cut the grass, so we went over to Jake's granny and granddad's to ask them to borrow the lawnmower, because we didn't have our own one. But yeah, so just cutting it, and as you can see it was really long, so I was on the highest setting first, and then I went over it again with the lower setting. And as you can see, I did say I was going to take the washing down, but actually I just thought I'll leave it up. It was only that little pole in the way. But yeah, so what the plan is, so we've had this grass, and we when we moved in after all the building work was done, this was just like mud, and in 2020 in lockdown we put like grass seed down and it grew really nicely. Then last year when we had the garden done, all the fence, again it was all mud and everything, where the big patches of mud, so we put some grass seed down, which I think was from B&M, and it did grow really well, and it said it would grow in a week, and you can tell why we've put it down, because not everywhere is the same type of grass. But what the plan is longer term is to pave this, so using the same tiles that we've got down on the patio, paving this whole area, and then having like a barbecue area, and then also like a lounging, like seating area, so I can like sunbathe, and we can have when we got who around for barbecues and stuff. So that's the plan longer term. And at the moment we've just got to keep on top of the grass, and just make sure, yeah, that it's cut and it looks so much better when it's cut, obviously. One thing that's really annoying is there's cats in the area and they keep coming into our garden, and we bought like a beeper thing, which was supposed to like keep them away, but it doesn't seem to be working. So if anyone's got any recommendations of how I can stop cats coming in the garden, because they keep pooing and it's so annoying, and if it was my cat I wouldn't mind, but it's not even my cat and I'm having to clean it up, and it's, yeah, really, really annoying. Sorry for the rant, but it just is. But yeah, do let me know in the comments down below if you know any tips for stopping cats coming in my garden. Sorry, cats. I'm aware this cutting looks quite sporadic. I do like to do lines, and there were some lines, but just because I was getting the top layer off, I didn't do it precisely. But when it's the shorter, I do like to do lines up and down, just because it looks a bit nicer for the grass, and Jake likes it that way as well. So that's what I usually do, just to say, because it does, watching this, it does look a bit crazy, doesn't it? So just at an interlude, we've cut the grass, as you can see. Washing is still up. I've chipped my nail. I've just given a quick paint down here. And then we're about to pop the, what's it called? The Acer. So I'll just pop down to show you now. I had to get Jake down to help me to do this. So we just got this pot I have in the garden centre, and it matches that circular one. Just have a bit of continuity in the garden. And we had some ericaceous soil, which is apparently what you need for Acers. Don't ask me why, but that's just what we needed. So we put some stuff in the bottom, some broken tiles. I think you're supposed to do that for like drainage. Then put the soil in, made sure it was like nice and flat in there. And then also went on and then put the Acer in there. We filled it, we put some water in, and then we finished just with some chippings on the top as well. So yeah, as I said, this was from Jake's mum. I think they were selling them off cheaply at Morrison's. I think she got it for £3, which it said it was £10 on the pot, so definite bargain. So if you go down to Morrison's, have a look and see if they're there. Thanks Jake's mum for the tip. But yeah, so just did that, and then we put it on the steps just the time being, but we're thinking we're going to put it either side of the steps. We might go and get another one if we can find one in a cell. If not, we'll just maybe get another one and go back to the garden centre to get another pot, just to have the symmetry at the bottom of the steps. But I'll probably do that. I'm on Easter holiday, so I'll probably pop there on my own and do that when Jake's at work. So that was what we did today, and then this is the finished bit. So the sun had started to go down at this point, so you can see the blue sky isn't so blue, and I'd also taken the washing down. But yeah, hopefully this has given you a bit of motivation just to get the process started in your garden. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.